Every Spartan has a story. At San Jose State University, we continually transform to meet the needs of our students, the Silicon Valley, and the world. We are bold. We are diverse. We are dreamers and doers. Most of all, we are Spartans. SJSU, Money Magazine's #1 most transformative university in the nation. Find out why at sjsu.edu.
Good evening. My name is Patrick Day, and I serve as the Vice President for Student Affairs, and it's a pleasure to welcome you to the inaugural New Student Convocation. We begin this incredible evening with our land acknowledgement.
San Jose State University is located on the ethno-historic tribal territory of the Tiahme Ohlone, who were the direct ancestors of the lineages enrolled in the Muwekma Ohlone tribe, and who were missionized into missions Santa Clara, San Jose, and Dolores. The lands on which San Jose State University is established was and continues to be of significance to the Muwekma Ohlone tribe. We also recognize that the ancestors of the Muwekma Ohlone constructed and maintained the 3 Bay Area missions. Our campus extends to surrounding areas that once held a traditional roundhouse called the Tupentak. It was located at the historic Lope Ningo Land Grant Rancho Pozolmi y Positas de las Animas, or Little Wells of Souls, and also Marcelo, Pio, and Cristobal's Land Grant Rancho Ulistac. These were places of celebration and religious ceremonies. Nearby ancestral heritage shell mounds also have historical significance. They served as the tribe's traditional cemetery sites and territorial monuments. San Jose State University also desires to honor the military service of the Muwekma men and women who have honorably served overseas during World War I, World War II, Korea, Vietnam, Desert Storm, Iraq, and who are still serving in the United States Armed Forces today.
Tonight, we celebrate a new tradition. We are now launching this new convocation to be part of how we continue to build this extraordinary legacy that we call San Jose State University. In this new tradition called New Student Convocation, we welcome our new students. And this year, that means welcoming our new Frosh students, our new transfer students, as well as those students who had somewhat of a different year last year and who are our rising sophomores. We also welcome you back to campus. We appreciate your presence. We're glad that you are with us tonight, whether you're in this room, on your couch, sitting with your family, or at your place of work, or in the residence hall. We are glad that you are with us as we celebrate this beginning. Let me just say to all of our students, this is not the story of a pandemic. This is the story of you. This is your beginning. And while, of course, that will happen in the background, most importantly, we want you to know that we recognize this is the beginning of a new stage of your life. It is the beginning for you to deal with new challenges, to grow and develop in ways that you know and many that you do not. This is the story of you. This is your beginning. This is your convocation. This is where we begin celebrations of victories that you are going to achieve during your time at San Jose State University. It's also a time where we will begin to deal with challenges. It's a time where some of you may even experience failure. But what we would say to you as you begin this next chapter is that all of these things are part of becoming. They are all, in fact, necessary. Some are extraordinary and exciting and fun. Some are not so fun. But what we will tell you as a part of this experience called San Jose State, and as a part of this experience of being a Spartan. As you walk through all of these experiences, these moments, you don't walk alone. You walk as a part of a 163-year-old legacy that is beyond each of us individually. It's also a legacy that speaks to a fundamental belief in each and every one of you. So as you begin your experience here, we want you to know that we are excited, one, about your presence. We recognize your resilience through this last almost 2 years, and we are excited, truly excited, about the story that you are going to create that is before you. So we welcome all of you to San Jose State University and to this new student convocation. Now, we're going to get started right in. We have an important evening that we're going to share with you. We have some incredible speakers, and we have some important things to share. We're not going to be here for a long time, and we think we're going to use our time wisely, and we think you're going to have a great experience by being a part of this. It is now my pleasure to introduce President Papazian. Since she arrived at SJSU in 2016, President Papazian has remained focused on strengthening communication among campus leaders, students, faculty, and staff. She has been energizing alumni, supporters, and friends of the university, as well as elevating engagement with elected, industry, and community leaders on important regional policy issues such as affordable housing, transportation, and economic opportunity that are critically relevant to an urban-serving public university. To achieve the university's primary mission of learning and research, she also continues to empower people across the university to focus on student success, identify and act on opportunities to enhance operational effectiveness, and achieve a comprehensive vision for SJSU to be America's preeminent urban-serving public university. Please help me give President Papazian a strong Spartan welcome.
Formal welcome to San Jose State and marks the beginning of the 2021-2022 academic year. And, most importantly, celebrates new Spartans from our incoming classes along with their parents, family members, and supporters. We are excited, actually we're beyond excited, that you all are part of this brand new tradition. And we hope to make this an annual event for future Spartans in the years to come. So first, let me congratulate you on becoming a new member of the San Jose State campus community. We truly are delighted that your hard work and perseverance have led you here. And we welcome you, but also all of those parents, family members, and supporters who are joining with us today. You too are part of the Spartan family. And so while this marks the start of the student Spartan journey, we look forward to gathering with you all in the future, in the years to come, and finally, of course, to celebrate the completion of your degrees at a live commencement ceremony. And I must say, I am thoroughly impressed with how our staff is able to run an event of this magnitude in our current environment and make it available and accessible to our students. It really speaks to how well our campus community has dealt with the pandemic, always putting our students and the community's needs at the forefront, responding seamlessly sometimes to the changes we have faced with new safety protocols, and keeping everyone as up to date as we can on recent adjustments. And we know even today we are making adjustments every day because of the COVID variant, and on all of the specifics on how we'll continue to move forward. So please bookmark the San Jose State Health Advisory's website And this is our vehicle, our clearinghouse, if you will, for all campus messages about the pandemic. All the latest guidance and all the policies and information on vaccinations and everything you need to know about safety while being here on campus. And I stress this for all of our parents and family members and supporters so that you know that our students will be kept safe and that we will always put their health and safety first. And so great work to all of our faculty and staff and to all of our students for your resiliency through a challenging period. I know it's sometimes a cliche to say that we are in this together, but we truly are in this together, navigating the changes that we face and taking care of each other with kindness, with flexibility, and with a caring attitude that focuses on each person's health and safety. And so thank you all for all that you have done, and it is great to welcome a new class here. So the good news, of course, is that we very much look forward to repopulating our campus, to seeing so many of you back on campus, and at least having some semblance of a pre-pandemic normalcy. And we'll see many more in-person or hybrid classes this semester than we've seen in a long time. I still remember the weekend when we all had to pivot to virtual. So it's great to see you back here, and I hope you really enjoy our weeks of welcome. Again, incredible and creative work by all of our faculty and staff to create a welcome to each of you that meets you in so many places. And I couldn't be more appreciative of their dedication, their hard work, and their innovation in addressing all of our needs and rebuilding that sense of community. So welcome to San Jose State University. I know you're going to have a great time here, and you are going to be challenged in some extraordinary ways as you pursue your higher education goals. And for those of you who may not know, or for those of you who just might want a reminder, let me just say that San Jose State was named last year by Money Magazine as the #1 most transformative university in the nation. Now, it's always nice to be named #1 of something, but for us, what really this means, it really is about the experience of our students. How this university really welcomes in a diverse set of students and gives you the opportunities for experiences that can lead you to realize your goals and to continue to share and to develop your Spartan story. Many of you, each of you, will have a long and lasting impact on this community, and you will encounter incredible instructors here on campus and an incredible learning environment which will challenge you and enable you to connect with each other, with your classmates, and with others here in Silicon Valley. So it should be stimulating and at times a challenging journey. Remember, challenge is good, it's how we all grow. But it's also one that includes a lot of fun. You will make friendships, you will learn from each other, you will navigate the campus in ways where you discover things about yourselves and others that you never had before. And for those of you who love science, I want to just remind you to take a look at the new interdisciplinary science building, which is going to be an incredible facility, and you as new faculty, as new students, will actually be here to enter it and be one of the first classes of students who actually are able to work in that incredible laboratory building. This, the student union that we're in right now, will be a hub of activity, and you'll see that you are drawn to it, where you can meet your fellow students, eat, drink, study, and gain access to a whole variety of resources. And then just down the Paseo, right near the residence halls, is the new Spartan Recreation and Athletic Center, or the SRAC. And this has quickly become a center of gathering for students. It is a place for you to relax, to recreate a little bit, and to just let off some of that stress. And then finally, I want to remind you, of course, of the Martin Luther King Jr. Library. This is a place where I hope you spend a good amount of time. It's a wonderful facility. It's got an extraordinary staff who is there to really meet your needs. And it's something I think that will really enable you to have a positive learning environment. So the other facility I'd like to point out isn't right here on campus, but it's a block away, and it's the Hammer Theater. And this is a theater we share with the city where we have created a vibrant arts community. For those of you who are pursuing courses in the arts or the humanities, you undoubtedly will find yourself drawn to the Hammer Theater. But for those of you in other fields, and I especially am talking about our engineers and our scientists and our health science students who might not normally think about theater and the arts, go over there and check it out. It will be another wonderful experience for you, and you will grow from it. So let me conclude my remarks by again encouraging you all to remain flexible, to be hopeful, and to be adaptable this semester and throughout your journey at San Jose State. These truly are part of our Spartan values and what sets us apart as a university. We are a place with great aspiration, but that's built on a commitment to each other, on equity, on inclusion, and on mutual respect. And I encourage you then to be open to each other, to new experiences, to learn about things that you might never have imagined in the past. Be engaged, try something new every day, and just stretch yourself. Say hello to someone who you might not otherwise know, and just introduce yourselves. You will find great Spartan friends who will stay with you for life. So all my best. Let's enjoy the semester. I look forward to saying hello to each of you as we walk on campus this semester. And enjoy the rest of tonight's event. And we're going to start with something fun, which is the Spartan fight song. We won't test you and ask you to do it afterward, but I hope you'll learn it and you'll come out and you'll become an active part of the Spartan experience. So on to the fight song. Thank you so very much.
Thank you so much, President Papazian. We appreciate your words and your inspiration for our students. Truly, and many of you have heard me say this before, the best thing about San Jose State University is our students. And so many of the reasons that we had a safe campus last year, even before a vaccine, for our students living in the residence halls and in the community, is because of the diligence and the commitment and the responsibility of San Jose State University students. So we truly appreciate you and recognize you, and thank you so much. Let's continue moving forward. It is a pleasure for me to introduce Provost Del Casino. As SJSU's Provost and Senior Vice President for Academic Affairs, Provost Del Casino serves as a key member of the University President's leadership team with primary responsibility for ensuring academic excellence in undergraduate and graduate studies, as well as a continual commitment to research, scholarship, and creative activities that benefit all students as well as society at large. Provost Del Casino is often a compadre of mine as we try and serve students, and he is truly the best chief academic officer that we could have at this great university. So please help me welcome Provost Del Casino.
Thanks so much, and thank you so much, Vice President Day. And thanks for the fight song. I always found the hardest part learning the tuba piece. you know, when you're trying to play all the different instruments for the fight song. So the tuba is by far the hardest of the instruments when you try to learn the whole thing. By the way, before you graduate, you're tested on all the instruments in the fight song. The truth is, I'm here today to talk a little bit about the academic mission, the exciting opportunity that everyone has to engage with the incredible faculty and staff of this institution. And I say faculty and staff because teaching and learning happens everywhere at the university. It happens in every interaction that you're going to engage with. So every time you're walking through the halls and you're connecting with people, you have an opportunity to learn. In those classrooms and in those research labs and in those internships and those community service experiences, you're also going to be challenged not just by your teachers, but by the community in which you are embedded as well. So you need to think about all that learning that's going to go on and how you're going to bring it all together. And in those classrooms, what you're going to see, if this is your first time in a university environment, is we're going to kick it up a notch. We're going to really challenge you to think about the big questions, the sort of wicked problems, the ones that don't necessarily have answers, but need people to think about the answers. And so each one of you is here in the most transformative university in the United States, in the Silicon Valley, in a premier public urban institution, to ask and answer some of our most challenging problems today. And that's a really big ask. It's an important ask. And what I'll say is you are not alone in doing that work. You're going to meet some incredible faculty here. I'm talking world-class faculty. We are one of the top 200 research universities in the United States. We have active research not only in STEM, in that what's soon to be amazing integrated science building. We are also incredible in design, in the arts, across the social sciences, in health and human science, in education. And it's in each one of these places that you're going to be challenged and asked to think about who you are and what you want to be in the future. And that's a really exciting opportunity. It is incredibly rare in this world today that you're given a block of time to think, to meet new people, to come together and reimagine the future. It really is the most unique experience that almost anybody can have. And when you're done, you're going to be amongst a very small percentage of this world's population with either an undergraduate degree or a graduate degree. And so you need to take that responsibility seriously, and while you're doing it, have some fun, make some connections. Because the other thing I'm going to tell you is you will not solve these problems by yourself. Part of the university experience is the connection, the intimate relationships that you will have around these sorts of questions. You will make the best friends of your life. You will meet people that will exacerbate you and challenge you. And then you'll walk out and years later go, I can't believe I had that experience. That was so important and formative to who I am. So enjoy it, revel in it, fail well. And when you do, just get back up. We are here for you. This is an institution that is founded on the notions of justice and care. So we're so excited to have you here. And on behalf of the faculty and the staff who are going to work tirelessly to help you walk through this institution and make it something special for you, I want to thank you for joining us. We believe in you. We admitted you. We know you can succeed. Now the opportunity is in your hands. It is with you. Please come ask us when you need help. We are ready, willing, and able to do so. So thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of the evening, and Spartan up.
Thank you, Provost Del Casino, for those inspiring words, and I hope, students, that you're paying attention to the extraordinary academic opportunities that are available to you here at San Jose State University. Well, I am excited to introduce this next person. This was something that began 2.5 years ago. I was at an event in the city of San Jose, a very large event, and heard this incredible person speaking in front of the crowd, and I was captivated and listening, and then at the end of the speech, I found out that she was a Spartan. And that was all I needed to hear, and I was so excited. I could not wait to get back to campus and to tell my staff this person's name that I had written down on a napkin and said, she is going to come back and speak to our students. And we made that ask 2 years ago, and of course, we found ourselves in the worldwide situation that we did not expect, and so we held off and we said, we just need you to wait for a little bit longer. And fortunately, she did and was willing to come and be our inaugural speaker. She is the perfect speaker for this inaugural new student convocation. Denise Miles is the Senior Vice President with Wells Fargo's Corporate Responsibility and Community Relations. She is the Foundation Manager overseeing 7 counties in the Bay Area. Previously, Denise worked in diversity and inclusion and strategic philanthropy, where she led strategy for a select portfolio of national nonprofit organizations focused on advocacy and civil rights. Denise also worked for the City and County of San Francisco in Mayor Willie L. Brown's Office of Neighborhood Services, where she served as the community liaison for several city districts and the Filipino community. Denise was also named one of the 100 most influential Filipino women in the United States by the Filipino Women's Network. She is a Spartan. She is one of you, and we are so thrilled to welcome back to this community this incredible lady who also holds a BA in political science with a minor in journalism from our university. Welcome, and please help me welcome Denise Miles.
Thank you, Vice President. No pressure, right? No pressure. I'm going to go old school and use my notes. So if you see me looking down, it's because I'm looking at that. So how many of you watch Wheel of Fortune? Raise your hand. Okay, there's people here. So me too. Growing up, every night, my grandparents would and I would yell letters at the TV screen, even try to buy a vowel. So you can imagine how excited I was when the Wheelmobile appeared in front of San Jose State University's student union with a big open audition sign. My first semester. Now, what I'd love to tell you that I'm here to share with you how you too can be the highest paid contestant, and that the game show is actually going to be holding auditions in this very, very ballroom next week. I'd be lying, sorry. But what I will share with you is how my audition and other amazing college experiences at San Jose State helped shape who I am today. Good evening, President Papazian, faculty, staff, my fellow Spartans in the ballroom and online, family and friends. It's an honor to be here with you this evening for this inaugural San Jose State University New Student Convocation. Welcome to the Spartan family. My name is Denise Miles, as he mentioned. I'm a Senior Vice President with Wells Fargo Social Impact and Sustainability, where I oversee the company's philanthropic giving and employee engagement in the Bay Area. I'm very excited to share that Wells Fargo ranked number five on San Francisco Business Times list of top 100 Bay Area corporate philanthropists at $28 million. Hey. All right, so way before the iPhone, and way before social media, and way before face masks, I graduated in 1999, believe it or not. Thank you. Receiving a BA in political science with a minor in journalism, which he mentioned. I aspired to be a TV news reporter and was impressed with SJSU's alums like KTVU's Lloyd LaQuesta and ABC7's David Louie. While I'm the first in my family to graduate from college, I won't be the only Spartan grad come May 2022. My nephew followed in his auntie's footsteps and will be receiving his SJSU diploma at the end of the school year. So congratulations, Jacob. Can't wait to be here for that. So what was my undergraduate experience like? So I was a commuter student my first year, driving 1 hour to San Jose State 3 times a week from Daly City, where I was born and raised in a single-parent Filipino household. My father had passed away when I was 14. So prior to SJSU, I attended junior college where units were cheaper, $12 a unit to be exact. Although college was instilled in me growing up, I didn't think I had to pay for it all by myself. So 4 days a week, I worked as a server at Elephant Bar and TGI Fridays, paying for my liberal arts classes. Oh, but when I transferred to San Jose State, the financial aid office was calling my name. It wasn't until then that I learned all about scholarships and student loans. While my grades didn't meet the scholarship requirements, probably because I was working so much, I was approved for a student loan, ironically, a Wells Fargo student loan. So looking back, there are 2 distinct college memories that impacted me professionally and personally that I look back and say to myself, wow, I did that. So the first one was when United States President Al Gore came and visited the Tech Museum of Innovation just a few blocks from here. As an aspiring TV news reporter, getting footage of the VP's visit for broadcast news. How many of you guys know what broadcast news is? A little bit? Okay. So broadcast news, San Jose State's student television newscast, which aired on Sundays, was a surefire way to take the coveted news anchor spot for the next newscast. So my classmate and I went out on a stakeout with the rest of the media, hoping to get a soundbite from the VP. Coming to the realization that no one cared we were student reporters, we headed to cut the exit and the VP off at the path. Now, mind you, this was 1999, so I don't recall security really being that tight back then. So feverishly, waving my hand, I yell, "Hi, Mr. President." As we stood behind the metal barriers several feet away, our student camcorders rolling, he turned around and he waved and kept walking. Who knew that same adrenaline rush that day would be the same rush I would get that winter when I got my first job right out of college as a TV news producer for a CBS affiliate in Reno. The other distinct memory was creating the very first Asian American Journalist Association, or AAJA, college chapter here on San Jose State's campus. As I was interning at KTVU, a coworker talked about the lack of diversity in newsrooms and how AAJA was working to advance diversity and ensure there was fair and accurate coverage for communities of color. As I became more and more involved with the organization, I wanted to do more. So I created the framework for the student chapter, got buy-in from the journalists at the Mercury News, KNTV, and KTVU, presented it to the organization's board, and as a result, the chapter became a model for the University of San Francisco and the San Francisco State and others. 22 years later, I'm coming full circle as Wells Fargo is partnering with the Asian Pacific Fund and AAJA to host a media training in the fall for Asian nonprofit organizations in the Bay Area in the wake of the ongoing violence on Asians. In closing, remember my Wheel of Fortune on-campus audition? You guys remember that? So in my second round of auditions, I called out a letter, A, which resulted in a buzzer and an escort out the door. Although I never made it on air with Pat and Vanna, I made sure I took advantage, yes, that's with the letter A, of every opportunity San Jose State had presented me. My advice to freshmen and transfer students as you get ready to start your collegiate experience, in the words of Leonardo DiCaprio, yes, I'm aging myself, as Jack Dawson in the movie Titanic, I figure life's a gift, and I don't intend on wasting it. You don't know what hand you're going to get dealt next. You learn to take life as it comes at you. So make each day count. So here's to you in making each day count at San Jose State University. Thank you. Go Spartans. Woohoo!
Hail Spartans, hail! Hail gold, blue, and white! We pledge our hearts and hands to keep thy colors ever bright. Forward we go. We will not fail. Sing to our alma mater. Hail, hail, hail.
Denise, thank you for speaking to us this evening. It is inspiring to hear from SJSU alumni like yourself and learn how your time as a Spartan shaped who you are today. What's up, SJSU students and family? My name is Anoop Kaur, and I serve as your 2021 to 2022 Associated Students President. Thank you. As we slowly ease back into our new normal, it is my honor to welcome you to San Jose State University. I champion your resilience and commitment to being a Spartan despite the many hardships faced last year. You are taking a major step forward during uncertain times, and I congratulate you for earning your spot at SJSU. I hope you all get a chance to celebrate this momentous occasion with your loved ones as you enter this new chapter. I know the importance of having a support system, so I would like to thank my family, friends, and mentors, without whom I would not be here today. My hope for you all is that you also develop these support systems. An important piece of advice I was given that I would like to share with you all today is to always remember your SAID, your compass. It takes a while to figure out what your compass can be, but it could be what you hope to accomplish, values you want to stick by, who you would like to become, or a general purpose. Take a moment and reflect. Think about how you want to make your college experience memorable. Share your compass with your loved ones, future mentors, and new lifelong friends. Now, that's a lot to take in, and I imagine you all might feel nervous, excited, overwhelmed, and all those feelings are completely valid. I'm right there with you. But at SJSU and everything we do, student success is at the core. You are not alone. You now join a campus of 35,000 plus students, 450 plus recognized student orgs, and a diverse group of amazing staff, faculty, and admin. Your presence enriches our campus, and I'm excited to be here with you all at the start of your journey. You may face roadblocks along the way, but if I have learned anything in my years here at SJSU, everything always works out in the end. Have faith. I also encourage you all to prioritize your health, happiness, and most importantly, safety. Make use of the many resources at your disposal. Associated Students is one of those resources. So if you have any questions, concerns, or issues, reach out to Associated Students. Reach out to your AS board. Reach out to me. AS also enhances your higher education by providing programs and services to set you up for success during your college career and after graduation. To highlight a couple, we offer the AS Affordable Textbook Program, Clipper Cards, service learning at the Cesar Chavez Community Action Center, childcare, serving on AS and university committees to connect with campus community, among others. So enjoy this moment. Remember your SAID. Get involved by taking advantage of research opportunities, student organizations, mentorship opportunities, and maybe, just maybe, join Associated Students. Welcome to the SJSU family. I wish you all a college journey as fulfilling and memorable as mine. Thank you for your time. I look forward to bumping into you all on campus. Like President Papazian said, don't be afraid to say hi. As always, Spartan up. And now, it is my privilege to introduce Rigo Flores, the Program Director for New Student and Family Programs. Rigo has worked professionally at SJSU since 2015, holding positions in the area of New Student and Family Programs, earning both his bachelor's and master's degrees in Communication Studies from SJSU. Rigo is a proud alumnus, committed to enhancing the Spartan experience for all incoming and current students, as well as their families. Please help me in welcoming Rigo Flores.
Hello, everyone. How you doing? Good? Okay. So thank you, Anoop. Speaking from experience, I can wholeheartedly agree that having a support system to help you stay on course during college and honestly in life, because I'm an adult, but sometimes I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, right, is essential. As a first-generation college student, I initially had no idea what I was doing when I decided to move 3 hours away from home to attend SJSU. I was fortunate to find professors, supervisors, and friends who motivated me to get involved, try new things, and believe that I was capable of accomplishing anything I set my mind to. Support will look different for all of us. For some, it might be a friend. For others, it might be a teacher or a coach. And for many of us, it is our parents or other family members. At SJSU, we define family as all individuals and members of a group who support their Spartan success. Families can include parents, siblings, grandparents, cousins, close friends, and many more. With this in mind, we strive to develop programs that provide our Spartan families with information, resources, and ways to connect with SJSU because we want you to be the best supporter for your student. At SJSU, we have a family advisory board, which can be compared to the parent and teacher associations, or PTA, that exist in high schools. The SJSU Family Advisory Board, also known as the FAB, we also refer to them as Fabulous, is an 18-member group of volunteer SJSU parents and supporters that was established in 2016 to work with the Division of Student Affairs to enhance student success. FAB members volunteer at SJSU events, assist the university in its outreach efforts, and conduct surveys that help us focus on the most important issues for students and their families. At this point, I want to personally thank our current FAB members for all the time and energy they have dedicated to SJSU, and I want to encourage all of our new Spartan families to consider joining FAB. If you haven't already, please create a free Parent and Family Portal account. The Parent and Family Portal is a new way for SJSU parents and families to stay involved with their Spartans and the entire university. On the portal, you can access important campus news, stay on top of deadlines, sign up for personalized newsletters, and receive SJSU alerts immediately. Finally, join us at our 5th annual Parent and Family Weekend from November 12th through the 14th of this year, because we are planning for this to be an in-person event with many exciting opportunities to learn about and experience student life at San Jose State University. Keep an eye out for more information about our Parent and Family Weekend schedule on our website or through updates shared via the Parent and Family Portal. If you ever have any questions or need support, please contact us directly via email at mystudentis@sjsu.edu. I know, very clever email, so you won't forget it. With that, I want to end by thanking all of our new Spartan parents, family members, and supporters for helping your student get here. Your time, energy, and care will continue to make a difference, and I am excited that you are all part of the Spartan family now. We hope to see you in person sometime this fall so you can personally experience SJSU and the downtown San Jose community. Go Spartans!
Thank you very much, Rigoberto, for your incredible work and leadership in pulling all of this together. I want to say a special thank you to everybody who has contributed to making this event as wonderful as it has been, as we indeed begin a new tradition. I certainly want to say and acknowledge an incredible young woman, our AS president, Anoop Kaur, who has already demonstrated incredible leadership, and I'm so excited to see what she is going to do this year, and I encourage you to follow her words of advice. Thank you, Denise Miles. We appreciate so much giving students an opportunity to have a vision into the future, an incredible future of what their lives could be like, and thank you for sharing so much of what your journey has been for our students. And thank you to all of you who have joined us this evening. Thank you, students, for being Spartans. Thank you, families, for supporting these students. We are in extraordinary times. But even if we weren't in these particular extraordinary times, what we know at San Jose State University is we are dealing with extraordinary lives. So whatever the time is, whatever the moment is, whether it is this pandemic, whether it is the one that San Jose State University went through 100 years ago, whatever those experiences are, this idea of being a Spartan, this notion of being in a community, this notion of building and becoming something more and even better version of yourself is what we are here to do. We welcome you to the start of this year, and we welcome you to this journey that is your beginning. Thank you so much, and go Spartans.